Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Lost in Space, Season 1, Episode 4, The Robinsons Were Here. So I feel like the first two episodes of this show were really good, really liked the pacing and everything, and then it's slowly taken a little bit of a dip. Whereas in this one, it basically shows, yes, they're lost in space, hence the title, but they're not alone. Clearly there's a bunch of people. So, and just kind of watching the robot, is slowly developing with pushing the spikes into the ground and pushing the boulders, stuff like that. We have not yet really seen the limit of his power. The Robinsons actually go to see one of their friends, the Wantanabes, I think it was, and then Dawn is actually with them, and they kind of talk about how there's 63 survivors, but there's been 27 casualties. So 63 survivors in this show. Compared to the original series where it was just the Robinsons, and Dr. Smith and West as well, but whatever. And then you can kind of tell that that's where the show's going, but it's just interesting that's not where we're there yet. There's the family, but then they're still amongst civilization. And they talk about how there's 13 Jupiters, and then watching the robot draw, it's something the Resolute, a binary star system, where he comes from, who knows, we'll see it, but it's not an 8. And then just to his reaction with Will is still a lot of fun. Judy finding out about the robot is kind of that first step where, we're almost halfway through this first season, so clearly people are going to find out about him very quickly and the truth about it. So, and even Maureen says, you can't keep things hidden forever. So clearly the robot will be found out. People are going to remember who he is because somebody had to have seen him. And then I guarantee you Dawn and Dr. Smith's encounter is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see that one. Penny is once again kind of my favorite character. With her, she's like, hey, we're on the wrong side of the fence, right? And she's totally down with it. And then she gets all hot and bothered by the mayor or whatever that guy's name is of his son. So that'll be kind of interesting to watching that development. I liked how they tell but they don't show, because it's not necessarily a have to see, where because we realize why is Dawn even with these people? Oh, it's because Debbie the chicken had a locator chip and they found her. That's it. That's all I need. I didn't need to see him being found out or anything. We realize that he's not quite the good guy that we want him to be or expect him to be based off of the last series. He's actually kind of a smuggler for whiskey, which I don't like whiskey. I'm more of a vodka guy. So I was that's disappointing. The whole scene of John and Maureen being trapped was kind of interesting, that clearly their relationship was on the fritz to begin with, and it seems like John wasn't even going to go with them. So I don't know, there's kind of more developing there. I was actually kind of surprised and a little bit sad when they left the robot behind, and then the whole tagging the wall thing. But I like how Dr. Smith, that scene was terrifying, where the kids are leaving and Dr. Smith's just sitting up there on the wall oh, that's going to be my robot now. She's terrifying, and it's great. I love it. So it'll be interesting to see if the robot starts working with her or how exactly that's going to work out. So like I said, I feel like episodes 3 and 4 have definitely been more of a dip than 1 and 2 were, but I'm still really enjoying this show. And season 2 comes out in less than 2 months from now, so I'm super excited. I can easily get through 6 episodes in 2 months. No big deal. So what do you guys think that have watched this episode? What do you guys think of it compared to the original series? And go ahead, let me know, and I will see you guys next time for Transmission.